Hi, I'm excited to work on this project. I am going to be working on a NARA paper, the black. This is a 9 by 12 or 12 by 9. And I'm going to be painting some flowers. And I realize that black, you have to use some snow cap to make it white. Or to not make it, to make it opaque, but I think this is gonna be fun. I've done this project with, this type of project with lots of different ways, and I'm kind of excited to get started. First of all, I'm just gonna do a general sketch with a Posca pen, just so I know what my plan is gonna be, and can kind of keep it kind of contained, which is really hard for me. I'm gonna speed that process up, and then I'll be back. So my first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mix a few yellows with some snow cap to make the inks a little less transparent, make it a little more opaque. I'm going to put several things in my weld palette here because I'm also going to use some greens. So I've got just a couple yellows. I'm going to do the Sunshine Yellow from T-Rex. They're all slightly different. And sometimes I mix colors. Just a couple drops in there. I'm going to do a little caramel. Well, let's do latte. I may add a little caramel in my palette just on the side, just to, I need to mix it. And then I'm gonna add a little sandal. Maybe just a teeny bit of butterscotch. Sunbright yellow. That's good for now. And then I do need some greens, which I used up all of my spots. So I'm gonna add a couple spots for some greens. I'm gonna use Bottle. And sometimes I mix my greens because with the yellow, they get kind of, aren't a very pretty color. So I mix them a little. I'm gonna use a little bit of Meadow. And a little bit of this, which isn't really green, it's kind of a greenish yellow, Chronicle. All right. And when we get to the centers, we'll probably add just a few different colors, but for right now, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, so I'm gonna start on my darker yellows first. Just kind of see which ones I like. Well, that's the green. That was butterscotch or latte. I'm going to add a little bit of ginger to it. Now, in this process, you kind of got to build colors because you're going to have a lot of white. It's going to be really light at first. So, just going to start adding paint. And I like to kind of go fast because I do like to think, but I also like to have it be loose. And sometimes when I feel like I'm being too tight, I lose some looseness to it. I'm not doing all of them, just a couple. Where I think the colors are a little bit darker. back with a lighter color. Ooh, this is electric. I'm also going to pour some just straight up snow cap in here. Because I kind of like the snow cap when it gets a little thick. It's easier to control. We have a long ways to go. The color I wasn't going to use is the one I like the best. Go figure. Ooh, that's bright. I'm not super realistic. I don't want these to be like perfect because that's not how I roll. I like a little abstraction with everything I do. I'm just going to cover in the centers a little bit, and then I'm going to get and try to cover up some of the lines. I think if I waited for it to evaporate a little bit, it would be better. I'm gonna let this dry a little bit, and I'm gonna just throw a little bit of greens in the background because I want it to be kind of subtle. Probably kind of, I'll throw some back there and then I'll wipe them off. In fact, I'm gonna just do this. This is Meadow. But I have a little bit of snow cap on my brush, so it's gonna kind of help make it show up. Sometimes I make a mistake. A lot of times I make a mistake. I'm just gonna kind of, should have done this first. Tiny bit of bottle. Let's give it a little bit different color. Trying to get the stuff that doesn't have a lot of the loosen it up. Okay. That looks kind of the way I want it. This is sandal. Put some caramel. Oh, I did right there. Perfect. This is I believe this is caramel. Yeah. Just gonna try to make it a little bit darker. This is just straight. It's not mixed with white. It's funny, my pink water was like super pink and red from the last two projects. Now it says pretty yellow. It's not a color I paint with a lot, but it's just about layering, and I'll probably speed this up a little bit and pop in when I have something to say. the beauty of this kind of paper is that if you get somewhere that you don't like, you can remove it. It's not permanent there. And the black is always going to have just a teeny bit of residual, but I like to use that to my advantage, kind of like use it for the background or whatever. Just pushing it out, that makes it look like a little petal over there. But yeah, this kind of paper is kind of fun that way. I have a curve on that. They just kind of make them look a little bit more realistic. I want that to be really light right here. So I'm just creating layers, going back and kind of straighten things up a little bit, cleaning up some of my lines. Maybe put some little yellow spots back in here, down in here. Layers and layers. Some of these yellows are way too bright. I'll lower them out a little bit. Please consider joining the Alcohol Ink. Art Society, where we provide lots of helpful resources and Alcohol Ink. Projects. The proceeds go to support this channel and the Facebook community, the website, maintenance, and ongoing instructions. Plus, there's so many great things about it. It has literally changed my life and made everything about alcoholics and learning and exploring 10 times better. And the community is just fantastic. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I'd love to answer them. So just a shout out for that. Oops, I don't know if I wanted that there. Probably didn't. I am going to take, this is from an old palette, and it have crimson and some stream, I think, in here. Is that what it is? Or Everglades, one of the two. And I'm going to mix those two together and hopefully, and maybe a little bit of this color, and get a kind of a dark, really dark color. Let ginger in there, warm it up. There you go. That's about what I want. It's pretty green, but that's okay. I'm just gonna kind of because once I hit it on this white, it's going to turn lighter. And make sure it doesn't go where I don't want it to go. The trick too when you're controlling your inks is to dab it on your paper towel or whatever so the excess gets off, so you can control it a little bit better. A little more red in there. I'm just gonna put some leaves in. I bounce around. I was just doing the centers and now I'm off doing flat leaves. Lighten those up a little bit. Okay, so now I'm gonna add a little of this brownish yellow up here, mixing in with the white. These things work really good too. I use this. This is a dental tool. I'm just going to kind of mix it in with, it's a little black. Mixing in, just want a really dark color. Not getting what I want. With some scribbles. I haven't used this color yet. I don't know if I will. That is the Chronicle. Let's use all of this. This is the white and the sandal. Just gonna, this is where the dental tool comes in handy sometimes. I'm using some yellow. And back to the sandal. But I'm terrible with my brushes, and my brushes are destroyed. Inks are hard on them. I think I'm pretty good. I think I probably get it. From here. Oops. I do that a lot. say, oops, sometimes that was a little too wet to use. I have markers too. This is my favorite. It's a burnt umber marker from Copic. It's like my all-time favorite color. I've gotten the refills, and I just don't like it as well as I like the marker. And it's kind of hard with the white. But there we go. Get a little bit. Just make sure you keep wiping it off. I took the tip off of this dental tool, and it gets a little bit smaller dots. I kind of like that. And I really want a good green. I'm just gonna keep adding meadow. Let's get it darker. This is a Spectrum Noir DG3. Really want it darker on the bottom. Have a little of this. Kind of wipe off this Posca. It usually comes off pretty easy, but it's distracting me. Now I'm going to add a little highlights. Just about done. Do like a I don't know, something. I feel like it needs something right there. I'm just going to clean up edges. I think I'm just about done, but I do want to splatter and clean up my edges. And I just sometimes I just keep going back and adding a little bit more white just to lighten things up where I didn't think that they got light enough. Because it kind of soaks in and gives it a little bit of a, I don't know, just kind of soaks into the other color. I'm just trying to create a little bit of some dimension and value here. Well, it's pretty dark right here, but I think I add a little bit more yellow to it. Not so brown. Now, this is just dirty alcohol, and I'm just gonna tap it a couple times just to get a little bit of texture. And it takes a minute to see it, so you just kind of got to do it and walk away for a second. Like that right there. It's like this look either. Let it dry. Get one of these and just kind of sign my name. And it's done. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, NARA, for giving me the opportunity to create with your papers and give it all a try. This has been fun. Thank you.